Hey everybody, Matt Stiffler-Greasby here, Unit 6. Question is, physically educated students should be critical consumers of sport, and I believe they should be, but I also think we need to, not minimize what sport is, but open up, physical activities instead, because I do believe that there are some students that don't enjoy playing the conventional sport. And I think as physical educators, we need to provide the opportunity for students to experience different styles, different sports, different activities. And so we don't want to get away necessarily from just doing straight up sports, in our education classes. I think that's totally fine to do a couple of units or lessons, but we also want to find something that's a little different. Whether that's yoga or that's dodgeball, um, we throw in running, which is, we want to train and we want to, get students to experience different styles, even bicycling if it's possible, depending on where you're at. Um, so I think it's a great chance for physical educators like us to open the minds and show students that, you know, yes, we want you focused and we want you, to enjoy this. We want you to find something that you enjoy as a physical activity. And so, those that love sports, we want to, encourage them and show them and help, train them if possible or give them ideas to better themselves. We want to keep them physically participating. And I think as educators, we need to show them that, and talk about it. Like I'm involved with a men's soccer league. And so the students that I observe and I talk with, they know and they think it's awesome that I'm still playing soccer, with a group of my friends that we played high school ball together. And so I think sharing that with them and showing that, hey, look, we found something that we love to do, and we want to stick with it. And it's not just a sport, but it's camaraderie, it's unity, and so and showing them that it's much more than just playing the sport, um, but the sport is what brings us together. And so showing them that and teaching them and providing them information if they're interested in a different sport that maybe it's not part of our curriculum. Maybe going above and beyond, either providing them information or one of my friends who just finished her student teaching um, as a PE teacher. A couple of the students came up to her and were interested in fencing. She went and talked with the school. She got a place, I have no clue what, but they donated fencing equipment, and so she did a makeshift lesson or a unit, and she did it for 2 weeks, but taught fencing. So she went out of her way, um, learned about it herself, got a place to donate the gear and the equipment for it. Of course, she definitely got approval from the school, but just an awesome way of she found something or she heard something that about the students what they were interested in, and then she went and she brought it to them and catered to them, and the whole PE class enjoyed it and loved it because that was fencing is really unheard of, at least here in Southern California. I've never heard of a PE class teaching that, but it was really awesome to hear that. And so I think as educators, we want to not necessarily cater, but we want to find what our students are interested in, and then help them learn more about it, or help them be active in that. And so, and I think that goes with coaching as well. And so right now I coach soccer, and so it's finding different tactics, learning different things. For me, I'm talking to other coaches and getting to know my players, and so providing them, the newest knowledge or the different skills, different drills that we can do to better our team is a great way for me to be on top of my game, but also to help the students, advance with their learning and advance with their skill set. And so I think it is important as physical educators to make our students be more critical consumers of the game. The ones that they love, of course, and not forcing it down their throat, because I think that'll definitely turn heads for students that maybe don't like doing sports. But if we can help them find something that they're interested, that's physical, that gets them either outside or moving at least, because we wanna teach them and show them the importance of being physically active. Whether that's if it's just straight up tying knots, right, and doing compass work, orientation stuff. I know there's a couple students at my last school that were interested in that because they had never heard about it. They read about it, but the teacher there, did a little coursework throughout the fields on the school and helped them because that was just something that these three kids wanted to do. And so he did a little, a little side lesson for them three and gave them a chance to learn, but be moving around. Even though it's just walking, it was something that kept those students moving and active and kept them interested in PE, or at least in their class. So I definitely think that we need to keep our students, or not make them, but keep them involved and be consumers of the sport that they're in or the activity that they enjoy doing. All right, guys, have a great week.